and they put it in the temple of Zeus, and that place was called the seat of Satan. And you can read about, look up links on my website to all the historical background. I'm trying to give an overview of this as quickly as possible. But Jesus, in Revelation, told the Apostle John to tell the angel of the church, the minister of the church in Pergamum, that I know that where you live, where Satan has his throne, and I will give you for those that trust in Jesus, Jesus said that he would give them a white stone with a new name written on it. It was all symbolic of the place where they lived. That seat of Satan in Pergamum has been transferred to Berlin in Germany, where it now sits. And there's a reason for that, and I'll talk about that later on in the book. But the high priesthood, the Pontifex Maximus of the Babylonian religion at that time, was in Pergamum. When Julius Caesar became the emperor of Rome, he also was anointed to be the Pontifex Maximus of the Babylonian pagan religion. And so he was not only the emperor of Rome, but also the Pontifex Maximus of the Babylonian religion. And this is how Rome became the mother of harlots, the mystery of Babylon. And when Asia, the Greeks took over the Medo-Persian Empire, and then the Greeks, the last king, the last emperor of the Greek Empire, gave the empire over to the Romans. And the Romans set up in Rome a temple called of Cybele. The name of the moon god changed as it went around, but the only thing that was actually transferred from Pergamum to Rome was that black rock. The black rock was set up on the statue of the mother goddess called Cybele in the temple in Rome, the temple of Cybele. And then Jesus came on the scene, and he died for the sins of mankind according to Scripture. He rose from the dead, ascended into heaven, was seen by many witnesses, and Christianity began to spread throughout the entire Roman Empire. And so the Roman emperor was losing his dominion, so to speak. And so he changed all the names of his gods and goddesses of the Babylonian religion to Christian names in order to try to take control of Christianity. In approximately the 5th century A.D., the Temple of Cybele was closed, and the black rock of the moon goddess of Cybele was moved to Mecca, where it is today. Now, in Daniel spoke of the kings of the north and the kings of the south. The kings of the north was the pagan empire of the north, which became the Roman Empire, and the king of the south is the Arab pagan empire. The Arabs at that time had roughly about 360 gods in a place called the Kaaba in Mecca, and that all came from that Babylonian religion. And in order to try to unite the north with the south, just as Daniel had prophesied, one of the, let's say this, Khadijah, Muhammad's first wife, was a Roman Catholic and had been a nun. And Daniel had prophesied more than 500 years before Christ that the king of the north would give a wife to the king of the south in order to unite the empire, but it wouldn't work because there would be a lot of wars. Daniel prophesied this so accurately. And so Khadijah married Muhammad, and Muhammad had also been trained by a Roman Catholic monk as he was growing up. And this resulted in what is now Islam today. The combination of Roman Catholicism and Roman Catholics, if you look into my book, you'll see the references on this. But they had made a determination that they needed to have some kind of Arab prophet raised up. So they went in and trained Muhammad. Khadijah married Muhammad as her third husband. She was a wealthy businesswoman and had hired Muhammad to work for her. And the result of that was the combination of the religion of Roman Catholicism and the religion of Islam. The religion of pagan Arab pagan religion, and because the Catholicism was claiming to be monotheistic, even though they prayed to many different saints, which were their different gods, because of that, Muhammad also took on monotheism, and the Roman Catholics have right in their catechism that Muslims are saved because they worship one God, and Islam also venerates the Virgin Mary because this mother goddess goes all the way back to Babylon, and the veneration of the mother goddess and her son Tammuz. And if you look into the book, you'll see more details on this. But so the result was Islam, and you can tell there's a lot of similarities between Islam and Catholicism, which the book further explains. Daniel prophesied a lot about this, but this is the main thing that I wanted to get across today. I've got a limited amount of time on a 10-minute YouTube video, but please look into the book and you'll see more on how this came about from Babylon, and how the Roman Catholic Church is actually the ancient Babylonian religion in disguise, and Islam is actually a part of, or is under the Roman Catholic Church. So God bless you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.